you have sunscreen?
Okay. So beautiful to see everybody. We are outside of the Chabad house as inside the building. And a simple question we're going to try to discuss today. Are we able to eat the manna? The man in Hebrew, the manna in English, which is the food that came from heaven while the Jews were in the desert. There are many jokes about the manna, but you know the Jews like to complain. Some Jews, as we read it in a Thora parsha. So they said the manna. What was the taste of the manna? Taste whatever you wanted to be taste. If you wanted it to taste like a good ice cream, it would taste like a good ice cream. Like a sandwich, like a sandwich. You want to taste like a good steak, it will taste like a good steak. All what you need to do is concentrate and said, I want this to taste like whatever it is. The manna, yeah. So they say this is a major, major miracle, right? We should all be very grateful. So one Jew said, you know what? Let me imagine that I want to eat the best steak from the best steakhouse, the most delicious steakhouse, the best cut and everything. And yes, after he finished eating the manna, he said, they couldn't even do it well done. That's but appreciation. So the question is, the manna, the Jewish people ate the manna while they were in the desert for 40 years. It says in the Talmud that part of the manna was a tzintzent, a jar with the manna was actually inside the Ark of Covenant, the Aron HaBrit, inside the Holy of Holies in the Holy Temple. Where is the Ark of Covenant today? It's all lost. There's the story of the lost Ark.
The basement of the Vatican.
Some people in the Vatican, exactly. Some people say in the Vatican. Some people say in Ethiopia, in Africa. Maybe that's not tonight. Maybe one day we're going to discuss it. But whatever it is over there, you could find the manna. So if you really want to come to get the manna, first find the Ark. But so basically, there's no manna today. Today, if you want to have a good steak, you have to go to Doma or to other places. You have to pay. If you want to eat a good bagel, you have to come to our Tefillin Club on Sunday morning. Doesn't come so easy, yeah. But what I try today to tell you the secret that actually maybe you could eat manna. You could eat manna. When? I'll tell you in a moment. But first a question. What do you do if you're running a Chabad house or a shul and you don't have a good gabbai like Richie? You're opening the Torah and you don't know what's the parsha. Completely forgot. Which Torah portion is this week? You're all confused, you don't know. What do you do? Which parsha do you read? It's not so simple. It could happen. For example, right now in Israel they read a different parsha that we read outside of Israel. And the reason another time we'll explain. So what do I do if I don't know which Torah portion to read? I'm opening the Torah. Not sure. What do you say? We should read the Ten Commandments. Maybe you should read any. Maybe you should read maybe we should do Rosh Chodesh. Maybe it's Rosh Chodesh, but I know it's not Rosh Chodesh. Maybe it's start from the beginning. Maybe start from the end. So it's fascinating. The Rasag, one of the poskim, the authorities that wrote the famous books, writes that if you don't know which Torah portion, read Parashat Haman. Read this week's Torah parsha about the manna. Why? Some people say because the actual manna was connected to the day of the week was actually Shabbos, as we'll all know in a moment. But there is something deeper that maybe will explain to us that even today you could eat something like the manna. What's the connection between the manna to Shabbat? We all know we have the challah. Yeah, the Jewish people eat challah. It's became a very popular. Not always people ate challah, but in the last few years it became must have for Shabbat. You must have a challah. But many people don't know one challah is not enough. How many you need? Two. You need two. Why we need two? Few reasons, but the reason that relate to this week's Torah parsha is to remember the major miracle that happened on Shabbat. You eat two challahs on Friday night and Shabbos day to remember the miracle that happened. What was the miracle? So the manna was very interesting. To receive the manna, Again, you didn't need to go to a store, but the righteous people, they got the manna right in the front door. Those, yeah, as like a UPS would come, Amazon, everything ready, no need to cook, no need to put in the microwave, ready to eat. Those who are not so, the Beinonim, those who are not so righteous, they needed to go outside to the street, yeah, to find it. Needed to. And also, when they brought it home, they still needed to warm it up or whatever to do something. The wicked, those who are terrible, and we saw throughout the Torah, the stories of the Torah, was some people who were really terrible. What he needed to do to run outside, to go outside, and to actually look for it, and to find it, and to bring it home, and then to cook it, etc., to make it. But then there was another miracle happen. Every single day, the Jews, whatever the way they found the manna, either on the front door or outside or in the field, they got exactly how much they needed, not more or not less. Those who took too much, find out that some of it disappeared. Those who took too little, it became exactly what they needed. Came Friday, and Hashem told Moshe to tell the Jewish people, every day you get the manna. Tomorrow, you're not going to get the manna. Because tomorrow is Shabbat. On Shabbat, you're resting. So what are you going to eat? Today, you're going to get double portion. Today, on Friday, instead of the regular package that you usually get every morning, you're going to get double package. Why? One for Friday and one for Shabbat. So you have what to eat. Because on Shabbat, don't go. Believe it or not, some people actually did go and try to find the manna. They didn't believe to Moshe, even though they saw open miracle. But this is why we eat 2 chalas on Shabbat, to remember that on Friday they got two manna. Making long story short, when we eat the challah on Shabbat, we remember the miracle of the manna. So maybe this is one way to remember the manna. We cannot eat the manna itself, but we could eat the manna. In a different way, in challah. But there's something deeper, and I think this is the reason, based on the teaching of the Rebbe, this is the reason why, if you don't know which Torah portion to read, and it's Shabbat, you read the parsha of the manna, because the parsha, the story of the manna, the bread of the manna, really reflect to what Shabbat is. Another question will be, all of us will ask, if the wicked people, there was such a wicked people, so why to give them the manna at all? Let them eat something else. And the answer is brought down because the manna is a powerful message. It was something spiritual, physical, a combination of physical and spiritual. You actually ate something, but it came from heaven. So making long story short, the concept of eating the manna is the concept of combination or connection between Gashmiyut to Ruchaniyut, between spirituality and physicality. You're eating something physical, but it's really a mitzvah. There was even special blessing. Instead of a motzi lechem min haaretz, according to some opinion, they used to say a motzi lechem min hashamayim, from heaven. It's not so clear. But some opinion said, so you know when you could eat this manna? You know when you could eat this manna? When you come to Shabbat at Chabad. Many people, we're focusing on, we thought we're not going to have any noise. It's noisy over here more than. Thank you guys. God bless. Thank you. So we spoke about manna. So we'll conclude this on Shabbat and Chabad. We're focusing very much on Saturday, to come on Saturday morning. To that extent, some people actually listened to me and they said, Rabbi, we came for a few months, maybe since Rosh Hashanah, almost every Shabbat, but now summer is coming, we have family obligations, speech, whatever. I'm not going to mention all the details, but we cannot really come. Could we please make it a bit earlier, start earlier, so we could go, do something, and then do whatever we need to do? What do you say, yes or no? No early. But I told him, I'm amazing. And definitely we'll do something for you so you could come, do whatever you need to do, and just celebrate Shabbat. It's not only about the services, it's not only about the words that we pray, which is very important, but also celebrating Shabbat. and we're very much focusing on that. Some people ask me that the only time they could come, it will be for the Kiddush, for the lunch at 12 o'clock. It's worth it to come or not? I said, I have food in the house. I want to come to pray, but I can't come to pray. I could come only at 12 o'clock. Should I still come or not? And the answer is yes, not only yes, for sure. Make sure to come. Why? This is the manna. You're going to eat, instead of just eating at home, just regular food, so to speak, you're coming to shul to celebrate Shabbat via food. You're taking a piece of challah, you're taking a piece of delicious sushi, of whatever we have, the cholent, whatever we have, the food, the Shabbos food, in an environment of Shabbat, of the Chabad house, you're fulfilling a mitzvah. So this is to summarize. Could we eat the manna? Yes. Come to Shabbat at Chabad. Come every Shabbat, every Saturday at 12 o'clock or before. Definitely before is even better. But even if you could come just at 12 o'clock, and if you come, make sure to stay. In a sense, this is the manna. So maybe we cannot have the manna that tastes like steak, but you could have the manna, and Shabbat takes delicious food. And celebrating Shabbat via food, this is the same concept as the manna. So we really want to encourage each and every one of you. And again, even if you have schedule problems on Shabbat, we're going to make it up. We'll figure out a way that every Jew could come on Saturday, maybe before or after. We'll figure out something. Take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you. Join the monthly partnership. It's really going to make a huge difference. Could you imagine, instead of fundraising, we could have fun? And I definitely want to see each and every one of you on Tuesday, next Tuesday, a week from tonight, when we're going to celebrate our community. We're going to have a really fun week, really fun dinner. So not the typical dinner with speeches and everything. Going to be fun. A lot of stories and a lot of good food and a lot of chaim and a lot of good people. So make sure to join. If you are in partnership, you automatically are a guest. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. Celebrate Judaism, eat some manna, and have fun. L'chaim, l'chaim.